Hey, third graders, we're going to go back a little bit in our lessons today to page 111 in your math journal. So find that page. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that. We're going to talk today about unknown number puzzles. And this is just a fun way to practice your math facts, and it looks a little confusing. So we're going to kind of slow it down and kind of take it step by step. One thing that is really helpful is if you have a couple sticky notes, okay, or even a couple small pieces of paper to help you with these number puzzles, and I'll show you why in just a second. Okay, if you have sticky notes, pause the video and go grab a couple. So on page 111, we're going to solve inside these boxes, and I'm going to zoom it in so we can just look at number 1. If you like puzzles, you like to solve things or put things together, number puzzles might just be your thing. So we're going to look at number 1. And I want to point out to you that along the outside, on the shaded, it's like purplish blue, those are your factors. So think about this like a multiplication table. Your factors are in the shaded area along the outside. Your total or your product is on the inside. Okay, and you're trying to solve a mystery, really, trying to figure out what goes in those empty boxes. So here's the reason I like to use sticky notes. I like to take them and just cover up one thing at a time. Okay, so we're going to just practice looking at the fact of 5. All right, if you want, you can take another sticky note and put it down here. That might be helpful for some people. Some of you may not need to do that. It's totally up to you. So I want you to look at that. If I told you that 30 on the inside was our total, right? Then I'm thinking I have 30. One of my factors is 5. What's my missing factor? So think about it. If you count by 5s up to 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You've done that 6 times. So your missing factor would be 6. You could have also said 30 divided by 5. And now you can look at it and say 6 times 5 equals 30. Okay? I'm going to move my sticky note down one more. And the reason we have that sticky note is just to cover everything else up so it doesn't look overwhelming and you can focus just on the one problem that you need to solve. Okay, now I've already done this one, so I don't have to do that again, right? I've already done that. I'm now looking at the factors of 5 and 4, and I'm trying to find the product. So I'm going to multiply 5 times 4. So I'm going to count by 5s 4 times. 5, 10, 15, 20. I did it 4 times, right? And I got 20. So 20 is my product. I move it down to the end. Look at that. I filled in all the white ones. Now I'm missing one factor here. So something times 5 is going to get to 45. I like to think of it as moving straight down and straight across. And when they crash together, that's how I remember it as well. But if you like to use sticky notes, you can do that. So 5 times something gets me to 45. I want you to count by 5s. How long is it going to take you to get to 45? Go ahead and pause the video. All right, I hope you counted 9 times because 9 times 5 equals 45. Right? Now let's go to the next box. And we'll do some of these together in our small groups. We're not going to do all of these. I'm going to cover that up. And this one. So I'm trying to find what's on the inside. So I'm looking for the product, my total. And I've got my 2 factors here. Look at that, a 6 and a 2. When I multiply 6 and 2, I get 12. If I'm missing one of these, I can't do that. So I'm going to have to skip it and come back to it later. Oh my goodness, look at this one. It's already done for me. 4 and 2 crash together gets me to 8. I didn't have to do anything there. How about the next one? 2 times 9. 2 groups of 9 or 9 groups of 2 is going to get me to 18. Look at that. We're almost done with this first number puzzle. Look at that. All of these products are there. I'm just missing one factor. So I can think, all right, what do I multiply times 6 to get 48? If I'm not sure, let's go to the next one. What do I multiply times 4 to get 32? Or what do I multiply 9 times to get me to 72? This one looks familiar to me. 6 and went on a date. They came back as 48. 6 and 8 went on a date. They came back as 48. So look at, we've solved that whole number puzzle. You might not be able to solve them all right away. You might have to skip around. If you have sticky notes, that's quite often a really good tip to use so that it's not confusing and you can just focus on one thing at a time. Today on your homework, you're going to have a few number puzzles to practice, and then you're going to have some word problems as well. Just a reminder, don't forget to always do the deal on your word problems. All right? Take your time on the homework, and if you need to use sticky notes, by all means, go ahead.